gotta catch his legs again. It's been a while.
They both stood up and they went, Timmy is gonna be awesome. Timmy's gonna be amazing.
Well, we found out that he has Down syndrome at 12 weeks. I've got to be real and say we struggled with what does this mean, and struggled with the questions of, does this mean he's defective, or does this mean that he's broken or not completely whole, or we struggled with it. Kids started learning about, okay, what is Down syndrome? What does this mean for him? What does this mean for us? Trisha actually was meeting with her doctor, and he took her blood pressure, and it was very high. She checked in the hospital, and within 2 hours of her being checked in, the doctor there took a look at her, and I will never forget the words. He said, "You will not leave this hospital pregnant." It's not like we're a week or two. This was 2 months before his due date. I dropped the kids off at school on my way to the hospital because she was having an ultrasound just to check and see how Timothy was doing. And that's when the doctor walked in and looked at the results and had that look on his face, and he said, "I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Kuiper, but you're having this baby this morning." 5 or 6 nurses rushed in and kind of pushed me out of the way and got her ready, and within a half hour he was born.
Mama! Oh my knee.
While our kids accepted, I mean, they were so great about it, still there was a weight because we just didn't know what that meant, what it means to have a child with Down syndrome.
And I'd had a video that I'd found, 2 friends, one a typical kid and one with Down syndrome, and they're best friends, talking about their friendship and how the one with Down syndrome was just like the typical kid. Yeah, there are other challenges, but I'm just like you. And it was the most beautiful video, and we showed it to our kids, not knowing what else are we gonna do? How else do we explain this? And our kids led the way, because Abby and Zach, when the video was over, I expected them to turn around and run in my arms and sob and cry together. And instead, they both stood up and they went, Timmy is gonna be awesome. Timmy's gonna be amazing. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be awesome. And they literally danced in the living room. And I get tears in my eyes now because it was like God just said, you're gonna be fine. And I'm gonna show it through your kids. You're gonna be fine, and Timmy is gonna be awesome. Timmy's gonna be incredible. And that started the journey with our Timmy.
As we processed that, our family became more aware. So you start seeing more people with Down syndrome, you know, and you start engaging a little bit more.
When you move into the sphere, you begin to see others that are also in the sphere that are living the exact same lives. And you have so much more empathy, because now I can look at that person and that mom that may be struggling. I've been there. I know exactly what she's going through. Or that mom and that child may not have Down syndrome, but I can relate so much more, and I have empathy for them, and now I want to fight for them. I like my comfort, and I've always have, and I've always learned to kind of live in that safe spot. Well, the safe spot doesn't really grow, it just exists. And I think with Timmy, especially over this last year, I have found that passion inside of me that I can't sit still anymore. I can't sit on the sidelines, I can't just exist. I want to get involved.